Mr. V's Biology.
Science rules.
Mr. V's Biology.
So we are doing the Amoeba Sisters video recap, DNA versus RNA and protein synthesis. And so I am a nucleic acid, and so that is DNA and RNA. I am usually single-stranded, that is RNA. I am generally found both inside and outside of the nucleus, that is RNA. I am arranged as a double helix or a twisted ladder, that is DNA. I include the bases guanine, cytosine, and adenine, that is both of them, RNA and DNA. Each of my nucleotides includes a phosphate, sugar, and a base, and that is both of them. I include the base uracil, that is RNA. I include the base thymine, that is DNA. I generally remain in the nucleus, that is DNA. I have the sugar deoxyribose, that is DNA. I am made up of nucleotides, that is both DNA and RNA. And so to make another RNA, I'm just going to click it, copy, paste. And I have the sugar ribose, that is RNA. And so now we just have some fill in the blanks. What are the three types of RNA? Well, this one is mRNA, which stands for messenger RNA. We have rRNA, which stands for ribosomal, make ribosomes. And we have tRNA, which stands for transfer RNA. And so mRNA is kind of like a letter, and its function is to take the message to the ribosome. rRNA is what makes the ribosomes, and the rRNA's job is to make stuff. That's what ribosomes do. They make protein. And tRNA transfers amino acids to the mRNA to make protein. Okay. So now if we look at the next page, transcription happens in the nucleus. Translation happens in the cytoplasm at the ribosome. And so transcription is making RNA. Translation is making protein. So the end result is RNA, and the end result of translation is protein. DNA is directly involved in transcription, yes. Translation, no. List RNA types involved, mRNA only. And with translation, we have rRNA, mRNA, and tRNA. And so one last page here, protein synthesis practice. Fill in the chart using the following terms. So number one, I have DNA. I need to make mRNA, which is what's going to leave the nucleus and go to the ribosome or to make protein. And so from DNA to RNA is transcription. I know it's transcription because the C comes before the L in translation. which is mRNA making protein. What are three differences between rRNA and DNA? RNA is single-stranded. RNA is AUCG. DNA is ATCG. And RNA can go into the cytoplasm. So that leads us to number 7. Where is DNA found in the cell? Nucleus. RNA, cytoplasm. Name the 3 types of RNA. Remember, we have tRNA, we have rRNA, and mRNA. I'm going to skip this one and go to 11. Which organelle takes mRNA and makes protein? That is the ribosome. Okay, that's it for today.